Hey guys, you're watching Boondockin' with Dennis. You didn't know Rockport had shrubberies, did you? We're on the back roads. We're going to come up here to Live Oak. Our eventual goal will be Holiday Beach West. Just left the church, dropped off Luciano, took him to HEB. Luciano Day has come 3 times in the last 8 days. So I think we're all ready for a break. Just watched a bunch of videos tracking Hurricane Beryl. And I swear each different announcer said it a different way. I think it depends on where you're from. I don't know. There's Live Oak. We're going to take it up to Enterprise here, make a left, and go up to Pearl and make our way over the LBJ Parkway. As of right now, the consensus seems to be that Beryl is going to weaken as it crosses the Yucatan Peninsula. They're kind of worried about it's going to have 2 full days over open water to strengthen, open warm water, which is not a good thing. And it's going to make landfall in Texas roughly around Brownsville right now, and it's still too far away to know if any of this is going to actually happen. And they're saying it should be a Category 1 when it makes landfall right around Brownsville. If all that is correct, the good news for us is it's going to go inland and behind us. So we, at this moment in time, as of 1 p.m. on Friday, it'll go behind us and we'll get a lot of rain, somewhere between 6 and 10 inches in a very short period of time. But they even have Monday as like a 70% chance of rain, and then Tuesday and Wednesday in the 45%. What I'm worried about is if it does that, how much rain will Houston get? And the direct eye of the storm, if you will, center of the storm, won't go over Houston, projected at this point. But Houston doesn't do well with flooding. They had a real problem with it with Hurricane Harvey just 6-7 years ago. We're on Pearl Avenue, going to go up here to Highway 35, and once we're up there, take that south. They made this little building right up here on the right, an urgent care center, and that has been a bunch of different businesses. I remember it was a dialysis clinic not that long ago, but I believe we have at least 2 urgent care clinics here in Rockport, and I should probably make myself more aware of them. Not a bad day at all. Just a little bit kind of tinted skies from the Saharan dust. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Luciano's plans and my plans for Hurricane Beryl. Boy, it's really nice today. It's hard to believe in just 3 days' time, things could change really quick. So what is Luciano's plan? Luciano's plan is to stay at the church. He has a little covered, protected area in the back of the carport where it doesn't rain, doesn't get wet, I am absolutely positive he will have the option of going in the church if he wants to. Today he said he didn't want to. He's not concerned about it. He hopes a hurricane comes. So I really think if it's something bad, the police might round him up and put him somewhere. They might not give him a choice. But we shall see. But apparently he bought a lot of canned goods and has plenty to drink. Don't worry, there's no water involved. If right now, people have asked me this, saying, what do you think? I have reservations to come to Rockport starting this weekend. I don't know what to tell you, folks. Use your own judgment. I certainly wouldn't want to go into an area, yeah, that's the word, right? An area. AREA. Words are tough. I wouldn't want to go into an area where a hurricane could possibly hit. You could possibly lose power. You lose power, you don't have access to gasoline. The water often stops. You won't have the internet. You won't have Wi-Fi. If it's a hurricane of any significance, cell phone towers go down, telephone poles, utility poles come down. We've been through that. It's a mess. It's a mess. I would try to come down after it passes. It's pretty amazing how many people are in town right now for the 4th of July holiday and are staying towards the weekend. But I also know that come Sunday, anyone that wants to get out of here, the traffic's going to be even that worse because of the holiday weekend, people leaving. Hey guys, I wanted to thank my buddy Jose and his family. They sent me a very nice gift through PayPal. So thank you, Jose. It was a few days ago, but this is the first video I've made since I actually got the gift. So thank you, Jose. That was really kind of you. And of course, straight in the gas tank with that. You can see there's a pretty good amount of traffic. I mean, we're in Rockport, folks. There's not supposed to be that many people here. I was at Rockport Beach earlier. It's really crowded. Really crowded. And I said to myself, let's get the hell away from the beach. I had someone else ask me to check a property in Holiday Beach. I'm not going to tell you guys which property it is. We'll kind of just do a drive-by and show it. But they were renting a property in 2 weeks. So they wanted to just see it. Whenever you do a rental, you know you're going to get the very best angles from the photographs anyone posts. So it's good to see the property and what's next to it and exactly what's going on. We're on 35 heading north. I didn't even check, but apparently there was a big accident a few nights ago on 35 between Rockport and Tivoli, and they actually shut down the road. And when they shut down the road, that usually means there's a fatality involved. But I have not even checked online to see if there was a fatality or if it was just a really bad accident. But from past experience in traveling, when the road gets shut down in both directions, that there's a fatality, and I guess they have a certain protocol and procedures they need to go through. I thought about stopping up here and getting barbecue, but I'm telling you, they didn't want to be mentioned. Around 11 o'clock yesterday, someone brought me barbecue from Max Barbecue, pork ribs, absolutely delicious, pickles, onions, macaroni and cheese, potato salad, 2 pieces of bread. The ribs were amazing. And then about 2 hours later, my buddy Jay from Jay and Lynette brought me some barbecue that they cooked that they grilled up a hamburger, a bacon wrap, cheese dog. There was a meatball in there and some type of cabbage dish that was really good with some lettuce and tomato. So thank you, Jay and Lynette. I really appreciate it. That was amazing. And there also may have been a beer involved, allegedly. And that reminds me, right from the dad joke calendar that my buddy Todd sent me. Howdy, Todd. Where do walls meet after work? That's an easy one. The corner. The walls meet in the corner. Let me get rid of that one. That wasn't bad at all. So, I also wanted to thank my buddy Mike. Mike sent me a box of goodness. Came a few days ago. He got me some hydration packets that you add to like a bottle of water. And he has sent those before. Very much appreciated, Mike. They're awesome. Especially in this heat. If you're new to the channel, I live full-time in my F-150 with Leer Topper. Tend to sweat a little bit. So that was gold. Mike, and since I tend to sweat a little bit, Mike sent me 3 big packages of dude wipes. Are you trying to tell me something, Mike? So, 3 packages of dude wipes. And Mike also sent me a Visa gift card. And that's already gone in the gas tank as well. So, Mike, thank you very much, buddy. Greatly appreciated. And I appreciate you checking up on me, just taking the time to say hello. So I hope you're doing well, buddy. Stay safe in the storm. All you guys out there, check the path of this storm because it's going inland. And it looks like it's going to hit like San Antonio, Austin, Houston. Like it's going to affect, all the way up to Dallas. And then it looks like it's heading to visit my friends in Arkansas. We're going over the LBJ Causeway, Aransas Bay on your right, say it with me, Copano Bay on your left. And once we're on land, we'll head a few miles inland and then make a left onto Holiday Beach West, which is on the backside of Copano Bay there. No one wants to live on the backside, but there it is. If you are evacuating, leave early, be patient. Remember that not only are we dealing with the people that live here, but the holiday traffic as well. Bring food with you, bring water. If you have pets, you bring whatever. People always remember what they need for their pets, but they never think about themselves. Same thing with a baby. You know what to bring for the baby, but if you're stuck in traffic and you have to go to the bathroom, be prepared for that. Especially you poor women. Us guys can pee on anything. But be prepared for that. Whatever you're going to need to pull off the side of the road and go to the bathroom, make sure you have it handy. Because one thing they do around here, which is pretty cool, once you kind of get out of Corpus and you're on the highway heading towards San Antonio, the shoulder of the road is considered an evacuation lane. And they will let you drive the shoulder of the road. Now, that's usually when traffic builds up and everyone's going 5 miles an hour, or if it's stop and go. But they let you drive the shoulder of the road as an evacuation lane. And they do that on a lot of the highway systems out here. I haven't decided where I'll go, only because we don't know what's going on yet. I can't just head inland. I can drive 2 hours to San Antonio and get the same amount of rain that I'm going to get here in Rockport. So I'm kind of relieved that they said it's not going to be raining for a week, That could be a real bummer, just trapped in the truck for a week. But it's that if it's gaining strength, they don't know it's only going to be a Category 1. They do not know. It could be a 2. It could be a 3. It could shift to the left or the right. You just don't know. If you've got young kids, go. If you're old and led a good life, stay. Less traffic on the highways, But I haven't decided what I'll do yet. Like I said, it's Friday. The storm's not going to hit till Monday morning. So I'll look at the data tonight. I'll look at it tomorrow. And when I wake up Sunday, probably make a decision as to what's the Clash song. Should I stay or should I go? Yeah. Hey guys, I also wanted to thank my friends Ernie and Ed Hatmaker. They sent me a nice gift, I believe, through Venmo. It could have been Cash App. But they both have channels. Ed's is Ed's Details to Attention. And that channel is in my recommended list that's in the description of all my videos. And Ed's wife, Ernie Hatmaker, her channel is called, Ernie Hatmaker. And she does a lot of things. Lately, it's mostly because it's summer. They have a small farm. They grow their own vegetables. But she's done just about everything. And Ed does too. Ed does models for the most part, but not that. He's toured museums. Ed's retired Navy, so thank you for your service, Ed. And they mix it up. But check out those channels if you get a chance. I'd appreciate it. We're over here in Holiday Beach now. Holiday Beach cracks me up, just the name of the roads. There's is it like 8 streets in a row? And they all have Oak in the name. And then when you get below this, there's like 4 or 5 streets that all have North in the name. I never go the same way when I'm over here. At least I try not to. There's always something new to see. And we're going to work our way all the way to the back with the houses that are right on the water. Here's another joke from the dad joke calendar. How did the cell phone ask his girlfriend to marry him? How did the cell phone ask his girlfriend to marry him? He gave her a ring. The cell phone gave her a ring. You get it? It's nice out. I did not notice a whole lot of mosquitoes at Rockport Beach this morning. There were a few. There was a decent breeze, which always helps keep the mosquitoes away. But it just seems like there's flies around the last few days. And it's not just me. I didn't have any flies in my truck. And when I picked up Luciano, I always roll down my 2 windows so he can get his stuff in. And 4 flies just dive bombed in my window. And they're the small black annoying ones. They're not the biting kind like we used to get up in New Jersey with the big, the green ones with the big eyes. Those things would bite you and leave blood. These are more just, hey, I think I'll fly into your left eyeball while you're driving kind of bugs. Holiday Beach is pretty cool. If we had gone to the other side, that's where the gator pond is, where we would go see gators from time to time. And I'm just kind of working my way towards the back here, trying to figure out which road is paved. They've paved a lot of roads recently over here. I follow Holiday Beach on Facebook, and they have a homeowners association over here in this development, if you will. This was the area where someone was new to the area, and they drove to Holiday Beach and were upset that there was no beach at Holiday Beach, which led me and 100 other people to warn her ahead of time that there was no port in Port Aransas and no smokehouse on Smokehouse Road, and it was just pretty funny what people came up with. Facebook is really, really good if you want a lot of wise-ass answers. but not necessarily for any type of information you might be looking for. And I certainly didn't help that situation. All the houses back here should be on stilts. I don't think a lot of ones by the front aren't. And it could just be slightly more elevated up there. There's a building code, especially since Hurricane Harvey, about structures being built on stilts, which is not only highly recommended, but absolutely mandatory. And the rule used to be that you can enclose the bottom level, like many houses do, but it couldn't be a bedroom. It couldn't be a room you sleep in. The people would have an office or, a TV room, things like that. But I haven't looked at a building code in 6 or 7 years. I would imagine they're still true. Utility poles are busy back here, aren't they? Considering how scattered the houses are, there's certainly a lot of utility poles with a lot of wires. We'll make a left up here. Should we make a left or just go straight into Copano Bay? You guys make the call. And there is a beach at Holiday Beach. They're just for Holiday Beach residents only. So buy a house and you can go to the beach. That little part back there, I'll try to film it on the way out. It's the gate is open, but it says Holiday Beach residents only. You can see these houses are all built on stilts right along the bay. So if I need to go, I have food in my truck. I've got water. I've got some money in the bank I can use for gas. And I think if I hear hurricane, I'm going. That's my plan. But I also don't want to go inland and be exactly where the storm hits, because it looks like it makes a sharp right-hand turn almost as soon as it reaches land. So still another 48 hours to make that decision. But maybe someone else could help me. Didn't Hurricane Harvey gain strength just before it made landfall? And that's what caught a lot of people off guard. I'm trying to remember. We left during one hurricane years ago, before Harvey. We left and went to San Antonio overnight because the hurricane was coming here. And we messaged our friends who stayed here. They didn't even get a drop of rain. Like the wind, like nothing happened here. So that little false alarms like that, I'm sure, affect people's judgment. But we went up to San Antonio and stayed at the JW Marriott and had drinks and food in the pool. And I remember they had a guy and a guitar playing live music in the big open lobby where there's a few bars, and they had chess tables there. We were playing chess. That's back when I had to let the boys beat me or else they didn't want to play. And then I just let them win for a long time. And then they got really cocky about it. And then I never let them win again. And they didn't want to play anymore. It's just funny that they enjoyed beating me for 6 years. And then when I won a few, they didn't have an interest in it. I'm going to try to tilt the camera a little to the left on the way out so you can see the houses better. There's some new construction here. There's houses that have been here for a very long time. Here we go. Where do hamburgers go dancing? Where do hamburgers go dancing? That's an easy one. They go to the meatball. They go to the meatball. Very creative. So despite all of these houses, and it's a good piece of land, and it goes on the other side of the highway, most of these houses, not all, but most, are second or third homes. Matter of fact, the population of Holiday Beach is estimated at 526 people. That's impressively low. But we've seen some cars moving. Have we seen a human being cutting the lawn, anything like that? That's odd. And it's a holiday weekend. So you see a car like this. Obviously there's a human in it. We're not Planet of the Apes, are we? No. I'll tell you, I watched a movie that was rated 4.3 on Internet Movie Database, and I would see that and usually not watch the movie, but it was a movie called Prey, Prey, and it was remember the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Predator? And Predator has been in a bunch of movies. This was Predator, I think the year they said was like 1749, and I believe he was hunting things like bears and mountain lions, and then he has a run-in with the local indigenous people, which I believe were Comanches in the movie, I believe. And I don't think Comanches like to be called Comanches. I think they preferred to be called Dene, which means the people. Look at that house. That's a cool house. I like that. But I don't know. I just like movies. It was almost like watching a Western with Predator. And I actually liked it. Like, I would give it like a 7 or something. But that could just be me. I was really shocked that it was a 4.3. And, yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Poor Predator. I don't know why he keeps coming to Earth. Because he always gets killed. But I enjoyed it. I just like that era. That is not my Bobby and John Kennedy impression. Look how tall that house is on the right. That's got material on the roof. I hope they get that at least stowed before a hurricane comes through here. Looks like they got the shingles up on the roof there. That would not be good. That would leave a nice mess. I came over here years ago, even before Harvey, and a tornado had touched down, and a house was completely leveled, like just scraps. The house to the right of it was absolutely fine, and the house to the left of it had like some patio furniture blown over. But that's like how selective a tornado can be. It was pretty scary. When we get up to the main road, I want to see what that new building was. We drove by it coming in. It was right next to the gas station. And Holiday Beach has added a few businesses, a few restaurants that always seem to come and go, and it would be nice if they get one that stays. And I also saw up by the gas station online that there's like a little bar in the same building, almost like a little mini strip mall as the convenience store. Which I believe, that Valero that we drove by, I believe that's the only gas in Holiday Beach. When you come over the bridge on the right in Lamar, there's a pretty nice convenience store. We always drive by that when we're going to Goose Island State Park. And right where we are right now, we're probably about 10 minutes from Goose Island State Park, if that'll give you any type of reference. Just working our way towards the front. You see those cell phone towers, if you will? I'm sure they have more than cell phones on them, but they're really a good reference point when you're all the way in the back of Holiday Beach and you're just working your way towards the front. But I'm going to keep my eye on various video sources on YouTube. I like to, when I look, I watch 3 or 4 different videos, and then you kind of have to make your own call, especially if they're telling you different things. But I think we're all used to that now anyway. You watch multiple news sources, and they all say completely different things, and you're just trying to find the truth. So we will we'll treat Hurricane Beryl the same way. I'm still trying to remember what relative. I believe one of my aunts was named Beryl. One of my aunts up in Maine. But I say this a lot. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I remember from listening to Howard Stern, I believe his mother's name is Beryl. So maybe in my mind, that's one of my aunt's names. Kids, don't play contact sports. It's not going to help you later in life. Saw my buddy Jason this morning. Good morning, Jason. Jason was out on his motorized bike. I don't know if that's an electric bike or a gas-powered bike. Checking out Rockport Beach. They have a mailbox right up here. Look at these gorgeous flowers. Very nice. How cool is that? And straight across the road is the pool here in Holiday Beach, and if we go across the road and make an immediate right and an immediate left, it'll take us right down to the gator pond. Come to the end of the street and turn, and it'll be right there. We're back on Highway 35. We're heading south now. And I just want to check out this convenience store up here and see what's going on. No one behind me. Oh, big truck blocking our way. How rude to get a delivery when I'm making a video. Got my camera pointed that way, so... Okay, there's the bar. Holiday Beach Bar. Okay. Acceptable. And here's a little convenience store. And there are Valero gas pumps right behind me. There's all your shopping needs. Hunt's Brother Pizza. They got everything. Bait, and gas station pizza. So this is just a fireworks display. I got you. Veteran owned and operated. All right, kids. That's enough for one day. Thanks for riding along. Thanks for watching. Be safe. Hurricane's coming. There we go. Thanks for riding along today. Thanks for watching.